Thank you very much for being with us. I know you are a surrogate of Trump's, and your organization pushes back against cancel culture. This is a legal case. This is a criminal case. But is it also a case of being canceled for the former president?
Well, I mean, this would be the ultimate case of being canceled. If you don't like your political enemies and you don't think you can beat your political enemies in the polls, you just simply can indict them like they do in third world Marxist hellhole banana republics. So, yeah, I mean, this could be cancel culture. It's more about politicizing and weaponizing our justice system to get Trump. And the Democrats are doing this at every level, and they've been doing this for many, many years. Soros-backed Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg is bringing bogus, trumped-up charges against President Trump for the non-felony of settling a nuisance claim back in 2016. The Manhattan DA's office, the prior DA, declined to bring charges here. The Manhattan U.S. Attorney declined to bring charges here. The Federal Election Commission declined to bring charges here. Alvin Bragg pushed the prior DA to decline charges, and Alvin Bragg previously declined charges. But now that the politics have changed, Alvin Bragg's worried about his left flank and making the limousine liberals and other leftists in Manhattan very happy politically. He's going to be a hero in Manhattan. He's bringing these charges. It's going to be very damaging for the Democratic Party nationwide. More importantly, it's going to be very damaging to our country. We're crossing the Rubicon here, and I don't know how we come back from this.
I know that a lot of people have talked about the politicization of this case and what it could mean moving forward for the justice system. But speak to everyday Americans watching us right now at home. What should they take away from this particular instance, this particular indictment? It's history-making. Alvin Bragg will be in the history books. If that was his intention, he automatically will be the first ever to prosecute a former or sitting president. And right now, I think a lot of people are trying to digest all of this. We have this poll taken the day after former President Trump was indicted, finding half of Americans think that these charges are serious. The same poll finding that about 45%, and nearly half again, say that he should have been charged in this case. We know that this is not being tried in the court of public opinion. It's being tried in an actual courtroom. But what should Americans think after this indictment was levied against a former president?
Well, Alvin Bragg previously pushed to decline this case. He took $1 million in George Soros backing when he ran for Manhattan DA, and now all of a sudden we have these politicized charges against him for non-felonies. It is not a felony for President Trump to settle a nuisance claim back in 2016. Alvin Bragg is trying to bootstrap, at best, what could be bookkeeping misdemeanors with a statute of limitations of 2 years, so expired in 2018. He's trying to bootstrap, apparently, those misdemeanors with federal election law. Somehow he's going to transform this into a felony in New York. There's supposed to be a 5-year statute of limitations in New York, so we're still beyond the statute of limitations. I still don't know how he's going to charge him. You have even the New York Times and Washington Post, not exactly pro-Trump newspapers, who have cast serious doubts on Alvin Bragg's political prosecution here. This is purely about politics. This is not about law. This is about getting Trump. This is also about a distraction. They're trying to go after Trump as a political enemy. They're also trying to distract from Biden, who House Oversight Chairman James Comer has the bank records where the Bidens took $1 million just in one set of transactions from the CCP. So this is a distraction. This is political.
One quick question for you as we run out of time here. We are still a country very much divided when it comes to pretty much everything, including former President Trump. But should he receive the nomination in light of all of this? And frankly, the case will probably still be going on beyond that time frame where we will know who will represent the GOP. What will the country look like as a result of this indictment case?
I mean, unfortunately, we're crossing the Rubicon here. It is going to be very hard for our country to come back from this, because this is going to turn into a tit for tat, right? Now Republicans are going to be demanding that Republican AGs, Republican DAs, Republican prosecutors prosecute Democrats. And this is what happens in third world banana republics. This is why it is so such bad political judgment, such bad legal judgment, such bad moral judgment for Democrats, including a Soros-backed Manhattan.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.